Hello everyone, my name is SiC and welcome back to Anno 1800. It's been a while since I played, because I started to realize this is, like, what I was doing was essentially a never-ending story. It was a big sandbox, it was going to go on forever. But now, with the latest update and DLC, our cosmetic DLC release, they actually added something new to the game, which is a scenario. Now this scenario is made in a junction with, or in cooperation with an organization that wants to use video games and stuff like that to focus a bit on climate change. And it was basically, they had a game jam event and they tried to think of ways to incorporate climate change into different games, including Anno 1800. And Anno 1800 is actually kind of a perfect game for that, because it's set in the Industrial Revolution. So everything starts to industrialize, right? Like, you start making these massive factories, they're churning out tons of smoke, you discover oil, you start making trains. You know, there's tons of polluting factors in Anno 1800 that don't really play a part in the gameplay. But for this scenario, everything you do will basically affect something else. So, also Season 4 of DLC has been announced, and that one apparently will focus on the New World, which this scenario also does, but with the 3 pieces of DLC that will come in Season 4, they want to add a new scenario for every piece of DLC. So that will be interesting. So for now, we have Eden Burning, the very first scenario. The Perforians have been driven from the New World, but the consequences of their occupation are still being felt. On an ancient island, the inhabitants enjoy the electricity provided by an oil power generator left by the Perforians. But the delicate ecosystem is slowly being destroyed. The leader of the islanders, Yaska Rodriguez, has written to ask Isabel Sarmento for help. You play as Isabel Sarmento. Your task is to help the islanders generate electricity in a safer, greener way by building a hydroelectric dam. Challenge your skills by embarking on this colossal construction project while maintaining the island's ecological balance. Explore an ancient land scarred by the Perforian occupation. Find sustainable ways to build your town and respond to crises caused by the collapsing ecosystem. Yeah, so you can definitely lose this, and probably will lose this, because this scenario is actually a bit roguelike, in that you should not be surprised by failing several tries. But you can unlock different technologies and other things, and they will kind of stay persistent, so when you try again, there will be some items that can help you on your next try. There's also different ways, apparently new unlockable things, plants that we can plant, I think. They don't really show you what they are, except, well, this little icon. We have different objectives, but basically we have a bronze, silver and a gold score. So, just for getting bronze, you need to complete the dam project, basically winning the scenario. If you want to have the silver score, you need to complete the dam project, and the island health needs to be above 80%. And for gold score, you need to complete the dam project, keep the island health above 80%, and you need to complete the scenario within time, though it doesn't say what time, I think. It's probably somewhere. But anyway, let's begin.
Dear Isabel, thanks to you, the Perforians have been driven from our region. But their legacy remains. The generator they left behind, the generator we were forced to build during their loathsome occupation, is polluting our land. My people depend on the electricity the generator provides, but it is killing our island. Our rivers are choked with filth. The smog-filled air drives the birds from the trees. Even the soil suffers a slow poisoning. But we have a plan, a hydroelectric dam. My people have the knowledge and skill, but we need your leadership to build a new sustainable town for the workers and help us complete the dam. With dearest wishes, Yaska Rodriguez. I no longer hear the call of the Tinanu. Tamarins have fled the trees. The capuchin birds grow silent too. I hear only the lowing of the beast, its belching and snorting and roaring. It sits astride the earth, its steel tendrils spewing out poison. This is where we will build the dam. A brutal solution, I know. One behemoth replacing another. But what choice do we have? My people cannot step back into darkness, nor can we continue to destroy our island. My people are rooted in this land. Our ancestors dwelt here, built mighty cities. What would the ancestors think of us, knowing that we helped the Perforians to do this to our home? Every day, our rivers fill with yet more waste. The trees struggle to bear their fruit. Fewer and fewer fish return to our shores. There is no time to waste, Isabel. With every moment, we edge closer to catastrophe. I pray we have not acted too late.
Alright, so it begins. Eden burning. And the dam. Alright, so we would need to be able to complete it within 2.5 hours. So that seems possible only once you really know what you start to do. But we are on the island of La Sultana. This is completely a unique experience compared to the rest of the Anno 1800, the rest of the game, essentially. We will not be traveling in between different regions. We just have this one region, which is set in the New World.
Everything ready for you.
Right.
Please, establish a settlement for the workers as soon as you can.
At the top, we see the island health, or the eco quality. Right now we're at 86%. We have water quality, which is increasing for now. We have soil quality, which is greatly decreasing. And we have air as well, which is greatly increasing. So we're okay on that, but soil is suffering. And we, of course, have this big generator, which we need to be able to destroy at some point, but we can only do so at a certain time. It will take an hour and 40 minutes, and we will need 300 jornaleros.
But we may be able to salvage valuable construction materials.
And there's a bunch of these things all the way around. So we have a leaking Perforian ruins.
For the generator is matched only by her need for its power.
It's kind of cool. We get these internal things or thoughts belonging to the character that we are playing as. Now we have polluting Perforian ruins, more polluting Perforian ruins. So these are all impacting our island. But for now, we need to start building our islands. So, of course, that we will need a marketplace first. And I think one of these things is that you cannot easily replenish trees or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but I think I read something about that. So I want to pick a relatively openish area, I think. So we'll start the marketplace and we'll start over here. And later on, we'll remove this. Let's see if we can... Yeah, I'll just put it down like that. Let's not be too finicky with it. Need roads, of course, all the way around. And we are blocked by that thing. That is fine. Actually, now then we need to get this road to drag out like this. Alright, so now that we have a marketplace that's hooked up to our market square, of course we will need jornaleros. So we can start dragging these out as well. Now we cannot build roads here on this side, so this is actually a bit of a poor placement on my part. But it's fine for now. We'll drag out some houses like that. Hook them up to roads so they can access the marketplace. And I think we'll need a fair number more than this, but for now let's do it like this and see how far we get. What is really cool and unique as well is that their needs are different compared to the base game. So these guys, they don't want to have plantains anymore, but they at some point will need water pumps, for example. They want to just have plantains, but not fried plantains. A corn farm will lead to different things as well. Or they will allow you to unlock certain things. We have this town over here, and at this harbor we can unlock new things. We can transmute new items, which will be able to help us to
Some
different
of
things.
the fish we catch go straight into these pools.
So we have, for example, extra productivity on animal farms, but the eco-quality impact is plus 10%. So that will negatively influence our land, right? But there's also things that will be better for us. So refined fertilizer says we will have a reduced number of modules per crop farm, but they will also impact the quality of the land less. So we would need more farms, but those farms are all less polluting. Anyway, we also need, of course, some timber. We get some population now, so let's start with a lumberjack hut, and we can place it down over here. Let's see what to do with the other one. Yeah, I'll place it down like that, I guess. That will be fine. We'll drag this out as well. We'll have this little harbor town, and of course we're going to need sawmills as well. Apparently we cannot build this one right over there. That's a bit annoying, but okay. Drag out a little bit of road that can access these buildings, and then we will have a timber production. We still have some jornaleros, but that's good to know.
I still have a few stories how it used to be better.
These guys won't have more than 5 population in the town or in the house unless they have access to a water pump, and they now also want plantains. So first of all, let's start with a water pump. There is a finite radius on these things, as you can see. If I want to build it over here, this is already in the light yellow, or in the light green actually. So that's already a little bit beyond its good reach. So we need quite a few of these. But this will give them access to water. And that will allow more people to enter the house. They will go from 5 to, let's see, plus 3. So they will go up to 8. Right? As soon as we can get plantains to our people, we will get some money coming in. And we will get another plus 2 jornaleros in the house, which will bring us up to 10. So that will be an obvious next choice. But let's see, we need 10 farmers. That's okay, that's manageable. Maintenance cost is -5. That is absolutely fine. How much does it cost to build 3 wooden planks? Alright. That is fine as well. So we'll build it where we can. I'll zoom in just a little bit. I like dragging these things out from the road a little bit. I'll build this right here.
Stand aside, boss.
And now it needs to be connected to the building itself. But let's make proper use of our space. It's going to look a little bit strange, I guess, but yeah, this will be the border. We don't need as many modules as we do in the base game. I think the regular amount was like 60 something. Here we actually only need 64. Well, we need 90 or 120 or something like that. Like it's a fair number. Alright, and we can drag out this. And later on we can put another farm on this side of the road. Right, we're doing okay on workforce. And they should be getting plantains pretty soon. At this point actually they also want fish. Apparently we have some fish already in the consumer goods. We have 9 tons of fish left. 1 got used and is being distributed. But they want fish. Now one problem is fish here actually now is limited to certain spots on the map. And these spots are also limited. Like this shoal of fish has 20 tons of fish. This one has 60. That one has 40. This one has 60 again. And then this one over here has 90. So this one is pretty good. But it's not great for our fishing because it's going to... Well, first of all, I think it also pollutes everything a little bit. Yeah, water quality impact is -2. But eventually we are going to run out of fish.
We'll need the Obrera's technical knowledge for this project. Please provide them with accommodation.
Let's see if I can catch all 4 of these.
I am Maya, lead researcher at the Institute. If you can gather any botanical knowledge in a herbarium, we can find a practical use for it.
I'll
I may
build
have
it
some
right there.
tasks for a resourceful leader like you. I'll let you know.
And we'll drag out a little road. This is something that's been added in one of the newer updates, which is kind of cool. Now, we can build a fishery, but later on we could also build an aqua farm. The soil quality impact is +5, so that will improve things. And I think, yeah, it also costs fish to make, or actually no, we need to unlock this aqua farm. A special item is required to construct this building. Acquire it at Yaska's harbor. So, yeah, this harbor right here, this is how we will get access to that. So water, for example.
Dinner by the day. We may have exploited them too heavily.
Let's see, trash filter affects fishery, productivity -20%, eco quality impact -20%. So basically you have less of an impact on the environment at the cost of reduced productivity. I'm not sure how to get the capacious waste treatment tank. Affects animal farms, so this would be super good, but we need a ton of different materials. Water purifier filters, this is persistent, so if we unlock these, we will be able to use them later. Affects water purifiers, eco quality impact +50%, so later on we need to look at what we can unlock to get fishes automated. Meanwhile, we should probably send our ship out to explore a little bit, see what is around us. Now we have some people here, we can actually clear these ruins. And I think we could clear these as well. These are impacting the soil quality, which is reducing. So actually we don't need to have roads over here. That is nice. So we'll just start removing this. And this influences everything by -3. Right now we are decreasing at -6. So we need to remove 2 of these, specific to the soil. This one affects the wind or the air quality. So if we destroy these 2,
to be believed, there are
we'll be
many
okay.
curiosities beyond our island. Perhaps you will find something useful out there. Just remember, the dam is our priority.
Alright, we have a quest over here. In order to gain more
I'm
accurate
sure
measurements of
there's a
water
way
pollution,
you
we
can
need
help
some
us
samples from
thrive.
further out at sea. Can you sail out and gather them for us? Yes.
We trust you.
And for that we will get some items, which I'm sure we can deliver somewhere else. Let's see, quest book, where do we need to be? Sail to, we need to sail to the harbor first. Right, we're exploring a little bit though, so we'll leave that as it is for now. Let's have a look at our people. So we have the amount of jornaleros we need. They want work clothes a little bit later on if we get more population than we are getting right now. But like I said, everything here is different compared to how it was before. So I'm not entirely sure about the production rates or the rate of consumption of these people. So we need to kind of keep an eye on it. So like fish is stable, plantains are stable. It's not really growing, right? So that's something we need to keep in mind. Maybe we need another plantation, which produces every 30 seconds. Soil quality impact is kind of low. But here is another thing. If we build these too close together, they will negatively affect each other. I think production goes lower, or maybe even everything will get more sick.
I wonder what they left behind.
Alright. So I did play this scenario just a little bit, like for like 10 minutes. So I've seen this start, that we can scavenge from these harbors and stuff like that. That's about as much as I've figured out. And beyond this point, actually, I already am at the end of my knowledge.
After all they stole, I'm happy to take from the Perforians.
Alright, so we got some timber, we got some tools, and we got electric cables from this island. Apparently we cannot use it again, but let's take this back and then we'll do this quest as well. And then we can explore a little bit more around the islands. Alright, so these guys might want work clothes pretty soon. Let's see, what else do we have? So we have the forester's hut. This produces trees. So these trees actually are also going to die off. Like, we're going to cut all the trees. And that's kind of what we saw when we wanted to build this, right? So you see this number. You see like 78. That means you will have 78 tons of wood from this area before it's depleted. And you can already kind of see like the trees thinning out, right? So lumber is limited unless we can get access to the forester's hut. The water purifier is something that we need to qualify or to improve the water quality, which is stable right now. We're not gaining, we're not losing. So for now we're doing okay. We also probably have an air purifier, we have the aqua farm, and we need more jornaleros. But anyway, so what I really need to do here is I need to make sure that we can get my other farms further away from this one. And later on when we grow, for example, corn actually benefits from being close to here. Because these are different types of plants, right? They don't really transfer to sicknesses as much. You kind of spread the risk of cross-contamination of fields and stuff like that. So that is something we need to keep in mind here. And it's already kind of throwing me off, but I really like it actually. So we can...
Really? So soon?
Yeah, deploy the water sampler somewhere else. So this is a quest item. Not sure where we need to deploy it. Far away from the islands. Alright. First of all though, let's get rid of the wood, the tools and the electrical cables. And we'll send the ship, I guess, now to this corner of the map. I don't know what is over there. And do we need corn yet for anything? So we need tools. That's something we need to produce at some point in the near future.
Done.
I think corn is something we need to transmute certain things. So we need 10 tons of fish for fodder supplies. That's all for the water stuff. The soil needs corn, right? Tons of corn needed for upgrades and stuff like that. So actually, it would be wise to start working on that. And that's what we'll do right now. This field will have to be a little bit bigger, it seems. Not sure I want to drag it out like this. I think we'll be fine. There we go. So, we will start the production of corn. And we have another island over here. What is this? Caged monkey. We're freeing the caged monkey. For sure. Alright, so I do think we need probably more food production as well. Plantains are kind of going up, I guess, a little bit.
Haste to flee. Those vile Perforians couldn't even let this monkey out of its cage.
Alright, let's sail over there
The
and...
little one still seems to know its way.
and there it actually goes. Is that that's a orangutan, isn't it? It found its mom or its dad.
They left this for me?
That's cool. I like that. We get a pile of bananas. That is cool. Alright, can we...
No doubt that little one was destined for the animal trade.
Throwing overboard.
You never let me down.
Ah, you just toss it out of the boat and then it measures the water, so now we got that item. Which is another thing we need to transmute certain items. So, let's see, advanced soil sampler. Yeah, that requires that item that we just got. As well as 10 corn and then 10 of some other item. Basic fertilizers. Soil sampler. You know, a bunch of different things essentially. We got miscellaneous stuff. Public campaigns, eat those proteins. Increased consumption of fish, plus 100%, but then residences with the fish need fulfilled are provided with plantains. That's interesting. We could do something like that for strategical reasons, I guess. Ready for finalization. Let's remove that ruin. And we get some timber as a result. That's kind of nice.
Lost his arm in one of the
And then
machines
we'll
They
get this
cauterized
one.
it and put him back to work.
Wow. Alright, so this required more people actually, and now we're down on the workforce, which is a problem. That is something we need to fix. We'll drag out some more people, or some more houses anyway. We cannot really drag the people, but we'll drag the houses out in this direction. We'll build a house over here. Well, we can do 2 because this one still has a road. That's going to be fine. And this will be fine, I think. For now. We'll get tons of people this way, and we might overdo it a little bit. But let's see. Like, these people might not have accurate or good access to water. Something we need to check. Yeah, so we need another water pump over here and one over here if we want to. I probably want to expand over in this direction, so a water pump on this corner might do pretty well. Right, we'll yeah, we'll build it over here, I guess. I think that reaches the most houses. Seems the most effective. Alright, but then at this point we definitely do need access to other parts of the map so that we can grow some more food stuff. So if we drag out a road just like halfway over there, I think that will be fine. We'll put a small warehouse right in the center of it. And we'll do another plantain production. We'll put it out in the corner over here a little bit. Drag a little road. And we'll get some plantains growing. And that's maxed.
Waste no time in establishing the settlement.
I'm not wasting time. Don't worry. Alright, so we got some... Oh yeah, there we go. We got herbarium. It's a resource. So doing different things leads to herbarium stuff, I guess. Alright, let's explore a little bit more. It seems that almost every island that we find has something of use or interest. So that will be cool. As for a quest book, we need 1 obrero. We cannot get an obrero unless the whole house is full and basically all of these people have their needs fulfilled. Pretty soon here, these houses will be more filled up, and we will need work clothes. Right? Like, people are slowly moving in, and within a couple of seconds, we will unlock the work clothes. New buildings have been unlocked. Yeah, there we go. What do we need for that? So we need an alpaca farm, which has a water quality impact of -10.
I've done my job without hellish machinas all my life.
We have a
and
cattle
I'm not
farm,
changing
which
that
has
now.
the same. Both produce at 30 seconds, so 1 and 1. And one of these. Which doesn't seem to affect anything. So that's okay. But yeah, we need an alpaca farm. I don't know if we need to build that on grass, but that's... I think these fields are... Yeah, exactly like that. That's nice. We cannot put it there, okay. We need 4 of these. Alright, so maybe this placement is not the best. Unfortunately, one thing that we cannot do in this is relocate these buildings. So that was bad placement, I just need to destroy it. And it just gives me back some money. That's a little bit unfortunate. Let's see, we do have the ability to drag another road out here, I think. And we could build an alpaca farm over here. Also maybe not the best of locations, but I think it will work. It's within range of the harbor. So that's where it will be able to deliver its food stuff. We can build this, and let's see, we could also do a silo. That's interesting. They use corn as fodder for extra productivity. Alright, so that's interesting. We might actually want to build that. It doesn't have an upkeep cost, so we can build this. It needs access to a road. But now that we've built that, we can build this other thing over here, and this kind of lines up nicely. Alright, now that we have that, we need a cattle farm. Or this is the cattle farm, right? No, it's an alpaca farm. Alright. We need a cattle farm. Now it's interesting, we could actually build a workclose thing over here. And it will probably deliver right to this building. We can drag out a little road like that. And yeah, this guy is coming to pick up the corn, that's good. We could do another corn farm up here then. But for now, we need another cattle farm. So maybe we'll build that one right there. And we need 6 of these. Oh wow, that's a lot. And we also need a silo. I think for now we'll build the silo as well. Just so that we know we have the space. And we need 6 of these. That is a fair amount. We need 2 more. We'll drag it out like that, I guess. And then these guys will deliver over
Still
here.
waiting for
So
it to
that's,
arrive.
this is a nice little production zone, I think. Water now, however, is greatly decreasing, and that's kind of worrisome. We have some time, but we definitely need to do some work. So corn farm. We'll do another corn farm over here. I just like to extend these out a little bit. No other real reason. And we need one more. One more field. There we go. So now we get a little bit more of the corn. So far we haven't seen another interesting island.
The environment here is beginning to change rapidly.
Alright, so we need to do something about the water. Is there something here that we can use? Like a trash filter, eco quality impact, minus 20%. Actually, would this be better then? Would this, like this filters out the trash, right? So eco quality impact minus 20%, that's good. This is something we need, it's something we want. Eco quality impact plus 20%. I think actually it's better to drag our ship back over here, or send our ship back over here, and make sure that we get the water filtration thing figured out, because look at that, that's minus 37, that's kind of crazy. And the workclose are coming in, but I think once they get the workclose, we're going to get enough jornaleros for them to also want to have tools, right? So that might be an interesting problem. Oh, we have an oil spring over here. Apparently it's also limited. We can remove... we also have something, maybe a ruin. Yeah, this ruin impacts the water quality, so we can start removing this. We'll start on that, since we have the population to do so. This one needs about 1 minute and 40 seconds more before we can remove it. Oh, we have another one here that requires a lot of people, but it will definitely help with the balance. This is super polluting. Like, we need 1 corn every 5 minutes, and when we have that, the productivity of this basically doubles, right? We have 100% base productivity and a plus 100% because of the silo. And that's nice. That means that essentially we can build another workclose manufacturer, because these other materials are going to be piling up. They produce 2 cows every 30 seconds now, or they produce 1 cow every 15 seconds, actually. And this is the alpaca farm, so every 15 seconds. This still goes every 30 seconds, so we are making way more than we need. But we can do another workclose manufacturer. This guy, if we build it here, will still be able to reach the warehouse up there. Also still reaches the small trading post that we have down here. So that works out quite nicely. How are we doing? 15 seconds. Pretty well. And I
For
think...
all their skepticism about the dam, the jornaleros are working hard.
I think this will be the last thing we do. Probably we'll spend some time or some money on getting a water purification thing.
The water isn't looking so clean anymore. I ought to take care.
Yeah, and actually you can see it as well, apparently.
I worked here for a time. The oil never truly
unique
washes
plants.
off.
Alright, that's
If you
cool.
can gather any botanical knowledge in the herbarium, my people could find a practical use for it.
Sunrise coal. Equipped in trade union, productivity minus 15%, extra goods, fish. Huh. Interesting. Affects the fishery. So we'll get a bit less fish.
Can't bear to drink the water here.
Oh, we also need corn. We only have 1 ton of corn.
Keep her constant.
Oh. Alright, that's a bit rough. I thought we'd have more corn saved up by now.
New orders, Admiral.
Alright, so we get 3 tons of corn. What do we need to get this impact? This, oh, we need 10 tons of fish for that. Okay, actually, then we're fine with the corn. We can put it in here for now. We'll get some fish. We'll get 10 tons of fish.
Steady
We'll seal this over here, and I think, yeah, we need a trade union. We need bricks before we can build that. Oh, this is going terribly. Alright, that takes a little bit more. Is there anything else that affects the water? Yeah. And we have the people to work on that, so that is definitely something we need. But this is going really bad. And when this reaches this point, all the fish die. So, that is not good. Alright, so we have the transmute button. Let's see what we can do here. We need the trash filter, I think.
A little ancient knowledge, a bit of imagination, and
Keep her constant.
Alright, so we need bricks. Can we buy materials from you? I don't think we can. Can we make bricks? Yes, we can. Alright, that's okay, that's good. Do we have a clay thing over here? Yes, we do. Sick animals. The entire food chain is suffering from the poor water quality. Animals are growing sick and dying at unusually high rates. We'll use more animals per farm to compensate for the sick ones. Number of modules, plus 20%. For the duration of 30 minutes, I guess. We must clean the water supply. We have more important problems than a few sick animals. We have to make a decision in short order as well. We must clean the water supply.
water purifiers. Perfect. We must keep the animals as healthy as the people.
Alright, oh, we have one over here as well. That's good. Alright, this produces every 30 seconds, and this every minute, so we could have 2 of these, but then of course this impacts the air quality, which for now we can handle actually. So I think we'll build out 2 of these. Drag out a road, so then we can get some bricks, so that we... Oh man, this is going horrendously bad. Well, minus 20 water. Right, I think for now I'm pausing these 2.
Hey, Baka!
And this one can continue working. It doesn't really have an impact. So with what we've produced so far, it is going to have to keep working for a little bit. And hopefully, like now the water quality is stable. These 2 things cannot keep working, or they're going to mess up the water really, really badly. So yeah, alright, so we'll send the ship back out over here. We have the item we need. Now we just need to wait for bricks to come in. But I'm going to put a cut in here for now. So, ooh, build 2 water purifiers. Crap, how can I get access to the water purifiers? Right, I maybe should have said, oh, but we'll build more... build more farms instead or something. I don't know. Industrial toxin filter. Like, how do we get access to the factory regulations? Waste treatment tank affects animal farms. Number of modules. This is pretty good. Water distiller affects water purifier, but we don't have access to the water purifier yet. Affects the fisheries, marine biologist, advanced trash filter, microbiologist, yeah, like capacious waste treatment, water purifier filters.
Ah, Miss Sarmento.
Like we don't.
Help a poor fisherman, would you?
Ah, crap. Well, that sucks, but that's a problem for a different day, because I'll keep playing if I don't stop now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll pause it for now while I do the exit. Please do leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more, and I will see you guys for whatever video I do next.